EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Marquise Brown. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35.
Drake, wait, Drake asleep? Nope, well, he departed on.
And an Eagle first down.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two.
Two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
8, Saints nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
From the gun, Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Micah Parsons coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. $51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 1. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
1st and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 1-yard line.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Bigsby is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And now they'll shift things around.
Hey, 73.
Hurts will throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Keeps the score. Eagles 14. Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Shuck now to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Me.
From the gun on third down, here's Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
On the ready. Come back team. Tag. Rocco 80. Hey, smash Rocco.
They will throw again. Shuck. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Brings up third down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. To throw now, Shuck. They've got his man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
70 Lions.
From the gun, Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Go now. Viking 18.
Here's Shuck. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Third down, Shuck from the gun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. Put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you a football.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jayden Reed, 82 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Eagles 20, Saints 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm, incomplete. Now it's third down. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Now Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, and that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again is Shuck. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
10 yards. And the Eagles first down. It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith to the ground. A heavy touchdown at the end, but a big play on that one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, Bigsby. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tank Bigsby with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing, Shuck. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. A heck of a play there on third down, though basically they're still short for fourth. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
To throw is Shuck. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Shock looking to throw once more. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And this one too low.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Hurts. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver, out. Hey, 73, try left Yeti.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Great idea. They were trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Try left Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, back. Yeti. Try left Yeti. Like a Hornet. Back. Delta.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Let's go.
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Irvin.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Okay, ready? Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're indeed going for it. Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Shuck now to throw.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Zach Bond in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
To throw now, Shuck.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Shuck here on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot